A very good afternoon to all of you. Today we are going to discuss periodic and non-periodic signals and how a periodicity of a signal can be discussed or can be proved, and to find a fundamental time period of a given signal. Okay. So, let us take an example. Here we are having a very important example, that is x t equal to cos t plus sin root 2 t. This is a continuous time signal. In this we can bifurcate cos t as x1 t and sin t as x2 t. So, we will be dealing this x t signal with a bifurcation of x1 t and x2 t. For x1 t, we are having cos of t. Here the omega will be 1. Okay, if we compare this cos t with standard cos omega t, right. So, omega will be here t. So, we can say that t1, that is a time period of this particular signal cos t, will be 2 pi by omega, that will be equal to 2 pi. So, t1 will be equal to 2 pi. Okay. Now, as far as x2 t is concerned, so for x2 t, it is sin root 2 t. Here also, if we compare this signal with a standard equation, that is sin omega t, so the value of omega will be root 2. Okay. And if omega is root 2, then the time period of x2 will be t2 will be equal to 2 pi by omega, that will be equal to 2 pi upon root 2. Okay. So, if we rationalize this factor, then that will be 2 root 2 pi upon 2. So, t2 will be equal to root 2 pi. Now, see, t1 is 2 pi and t2 is root 2 pi. If a ratio of t1 and t2 is a rational number, then the signal xt will be a periodic signal, and if it is irrational, then the signal will be non-periodic. Okay. So, let us take the ratio t1 upon t2 will be equal to 2 pi, that is t1, and root 2 pi, that will be equal to 2 upon root 2. This is an irrational number. Okay. So, if the ratio is irrational, then the signal is non-periodic signal. Okay. Now, if we suppose some another signal, for example, x n is equal to cos of pi by 3 n plus sin of pi by 8 n. Okay. So, in this case also we are having the same formula, that is, sorry, it is pi by 4. Now, this is a discrete time signal because we are having n over here. Okay. We are taking a signal x n to be cos of pi by 3 n plus sin of pi by 4 n. Here also we will bifurcate x 1 n and x of 2 n. So, for x 1 n, that is cos of pi by 3 n, omega is equal to pi by 3. Okay. So, the time period, that is n1, here the time period of a particular signal is denoted by a capital N. Earlier in continuous time signal, the time period of a particular signal was denoted by t, but here it is denoted by n. So, n1 will be equal to 2 pi by omega, that will be equal to 2 pi upon 2 pi by omega means 2 pi by into 3, that is n1 will be equal to 6. Okay. Now, as far as x2n is concerned, it is sine of pi by 4 n. Here also omega is pi by 4. So, n2 will be equal to 2 pi by omega, that is 2 pi upon 4 into 4 upon pi, 2 pi by omega. So, omega will be equal to, so 2 pi upon pi into 4. So, n2 will be equal to 8. Okay. So, if the ratio of n1 and n2 is a rational number, then we can say that this signal xn is a periodic signal. So, it will be 6 upon 8, or we can say that 3 upon 4. Okay. It is a rational number. So, the signal is periodic. The signal is periodic. Now, if we want our signal, our fundamental time period, if we want to calculate a fundamental time period, then n naught will be there. n naught क्या होगा? 8 of, or you can say that 4 of n1 will be equal to 3 of n2. If we place n1 equal to 6 over here, okay, तो ये हो जाएगा आपका 24. और अगर हमने रखा n2 is 8, so 3 into 8 is again 24. So, the fundamental time period of xn is 24. So, you see how